Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Keisha, and in today's video I wanted to talk a little bit about credit and how you can boost your credit. It is not that hard. It just takes savings, discipline, as well as knowing what's going on in your daily spending and not trying to use utilization that you don't already have. So before I get into this video, if you guys are not already, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I post videos on a weekly basis, as well as putting that bell on so you guys do not miss a video. So let's just get right into it. When last year started, a little bit of background information. My credit was always around like a 600 to 620. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best. If I'm thinking to get something like a car or a house or an apartment or insurance and things like that. Um, so when I left my job back in September, I was basically living off credit cards, and that's just how I paid for everything for the next 3 to 4 months. So I didn't have a job from September to January. So September 2018 to January 2019, I basically maxed out all my credit cards and the savings that I had to pay my bills. When January came and I started my job, my credit was at 589. Um, I maxed out my credit cards, as well as I had a little bit of collections on my credit. Now, the thing about collections, especially hospital bills, they will sometimes jump off your credit at a certain amount of time. I believe it's between 2 to 6 years. Um, and at this time, when I started working again, of course, after about 2 months and I had a little bit of savings, I was able to pay off some of my credit cards and not just doing the minimum payment. As well as around this time, tax time came, and instead of buying stuff, I actually paid half of my credit cards off, so I was able to get 2 credit cards down with just paying my credit cards off with my taxes. So that's like step number one: priorities, making sure that you are doing the right thing. If you don't have the money to pay these credit cards and just paying the minimum payment, all you're going to be paying is interest. However, when you do get something like taxes, instead of going on a trip or instead of buying that new couch or that new car, pay your bills first, and then whatever you have extra, treat yourself a little bit. But at a certain age, I believe we should be paying our bills first. I know when you were 21, 22, 24, you were like, oh, I'd rather get my nails done, or I'd rather get those new shoes. But when you come around the age of almost 30 and you're still making those same mistakes, I mean, honestly, it's time to grow up. Let's be real. So that's the first thing that I did. I paid off half of my credit cards. Next thing I did was I went to go get a car. Now, actually getting a car dropped my credit score about 12 points because they had to do a hard hit on my credit. However, the fact that I paid off my credit cards prior to getting the car, I didn't have to put anything down on the car, as well as I didn't have a high APR. Now, next what I did was, because my credit has shot up from 589 to 695 in literally just 2 months, because I put about 2,500 towards my credit cards. That's just a game changer right there. So the fact that I took out a loan for the car, it helped me, but it also dropped me a little bit. But the fact that you're paying your credit card, it shot me up like 50 points. Another thing that happened was the collections actually took the hospital bill off my credit, and that shot me up another about 40 points. So right now I was sitting at about, oh my god, like I said, 695, which really helped me out. The next thing that really helped me was I decided to get a loan. People are really scared of getting loans, but honestly, like I said, priority. What are you using the loan for? Are you going on vacation, home improvement? are you doing a debt consolidation? And what I was doing was I took out a loan and I paid my credit cards off, all of them. All of my credit cards were paid off. With doing that alone, I got a lot of offers on other credit cards, loans. Your ratio of how much money you have shoots up. So let's say if you didn't have credit cards with any money on it, you're at the balance that you have no money to spend. But once you cash all of those out and you're only paying that one loan off, you're saving so much money. Plus your credit is going up. So at this point, within month, within month 4, I raised my credit now about 150. Yes, like I said, that car payment dropped me about 12 points, and that loan dropped me off about 12 points. But the fact that I paid off my credit card and my collections were at a zero balance, that gave me about 150 points. One thing we really have to realize is what's the value of things. Because I'm not paying my credit cards off anymore, and I'm not having these minimum payments of $100, $150, $50, $35, all I have to do is pay one monthly payment of a loan, which is usually saving you about $75 to $100. It really helps you. I know it is extremely hard to have like 5 or 6 credit cards and have a minimum payment due on the 1st, on the 15th, on the 30th. It's really hard, and it's hard for myself. And what I always do is I keep a budget book. This is really helpful in organizing your life, boosting your credit so you know when things are due. Get a journal, guys. It really helps, and it helps you to see when things are due. And if you're not like the type of person that likes to journal and want more, I guess, of the structure and go on the more expensive side, get a journal. Get a planner where it has each month laid out for you so that you can write things down on a weekly basis. You have your to-do list on here. You have your calls and errands. You have your notes. You have your to-do list. You have the days of the week. Something like this, like I said, is a lot more expensive. I believe I paid $20 for this, and I paid 50 cents for this, but I like both. I like the structure that a planner gives me, and then I like to free write as well. Whatever gets the job done. I feel as if a lot of us think that things are just going to pop into place, and we complain a lot about not having money and our credit is bad, but credit cards are good for you. You just have to learn how to use them. You only do the 30% utilization rule, which is honestly laid out for you on a lot of these credit bureau.coms, and they break it down for you. I mean, Google is your friend sometimes. Credit Karma is your friend. You can boost your credit really fast when you have the discipline in place to help you out. Saving $10 a week is not as hard as you think. When you get paid, throw it away. And at the end of the month, you would have $40. And honestly, to save up, to put towards a bill, to pay something off, or the next month, flip it to $20. Each week, I always try to save about $40, and that's just because I'm pretty disciplined. A few years ago, I started off, like I said, at $10, and if I felt like at the end of the week or when I'm just about to get paid again, if I have a few extra bucks, instead of putting 10, I put 15. And a lot of the times those were either going towards payments or, you know, just having it in my savings account to grow because you'll get more interest and things of that nature. You definitely have to think about the future a lot of the times when it comes to credit, because it's not fun not knowing nothing about credit or not knowing ways to help you. A credit card will help your credit if you're not maxing out the credit card. A loan will help your credit if you're paying it to do a debt consolidation because it will raise your credit. Things like that, it will help you. But if you throw a lot of things on your credit knowing you don't have the money, don't sit here and get a $20,000 car when you're not going to be able to make a $400 payment when your credit is bad and you're getting an APR of 25%. Don't do it. Don't get a home if you know you're not going to be able to pay the mortgage, or you know your credit isn't good enough and the APR is going to be expensive, or taxes and things like that. That all goes along with credit. And I believe a lot of us young people around the age of 25 to 30 really need to have sit-down conversations, whether it's with your banker, whether it's with a financial advisor, whether it's with your mentor. Take the time out. There's also seminars out there that literally talk about things like this. And I think a lot of us, you know, really need that structure. before I got into banking, I knew nothing about credit. I knew nothing about balance transfers and things like that. But I spoke with bankers there when I first started as a teller, and they really helped me out in ways to really do my own research and educate me on how to better explain things. And that's how I'm able to sustain right now a 715 credit. 715 credit. Like I said, for me, that's still not the best. Lenders usually like 750 and up, but as long for me right now, as long as I stay between 700 to 750, that's really where I'm trying to mold myself into, and then working on steps to make sure that everything is paid off. But I really think I'm in the right track. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns that are more like in the 550 to 650 range, definitely DM me, email me. I'm always here to give some help and some insight on how you can fix your credit, or what are the ways to start saving in the right way to help your credit in the long run if you're not able to get a loan at this time, or not able to get a balance transfer and get a new credit card. There are ways around it. So like I said, if you guys want more videos like this, definitely thumbs up this video, and comment down below that you would love to have more advice on the banker side of things. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.